Hola and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a strength flow and at the end we'll relax and stretch. So when you're ready, join me to begin in a cross-legged position. Place your palms on top of your knees. Take an inhale and as you exhale, close your eyes. We will go through a few cycles of breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Now as you breathe in, imagine your whole body is breathing. And as you exhale, your whole body exhales and releases towards the floor. One more big inhale. And exhale it one more time. If you're ready, open your eyes. And reach your arms towards the ceiling. Grow tall. Place your right hand on the floor and stretch your left arm overhead. Open your chest towards the ceiling. On your next inhale, reach both arms up, and as you exhale, left hand on the floor, stretch the right side of your body. Shoulders away from your ears. Arm extended on top of you, and interlace your fingers behind your back. Open your chest first, and as you exhale, dive over your legs, trying to stretch your arms. Keeping a long back, maybe you fold a little bit closer to your legs. Release your fingers and lift up. Slowly reach your arms back again. Place your right hand on the floor, side bend, and as you exhale, chest faces the floor. Inhale, lift up. Now left hand on the floor, side bend, chest to the floor, and we lift up again and repeat a few more rounds of this, making sure at all times you're trying to grow long towards the sides and towards the ceiling. Last one, and release your hands to the floor. Now make your way to table position for some cat-cows. So inhale, open your chest, arch your back, and exhale, round everything. Inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. One more, trying to articulate every vertebra of your spine. And this time, as you exhale, draw your hips back to a child's pose with your arms extended. Now inhale, lift up, open your chest, cow, and exhale, child's pose. Inhale, round your back, and when you get to all fours, open your chest, drop your belly, and as you exhale, child's pose. Now you can continue doing this or add a little bit on. Ripple your spine forward all the way to your cobra, and then lift from your hips and round back to child's pose. Inhale as you ripple forward, and exhale as you draw your spine back. Last one, inhale, ripple all the way forward, and you can choose to stay on a cobra or an upward facing dog, or maybe a sphinx. Ripple one more time back, and make your way to four-legged position. Curl your toes in, and on an inhale, lift up your knees a few centimeters from the ground for a bear hold. Now inhale, and as you exhale, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. You can start bringing a little bit of movement, bending one knee, then the other one. It's not necessary for your heels to reach all the way to the ground on this first downward facing dog, but we want to keep a long lower back. Now find stillness and walk your hands all the way to your feet. Grab opposite elbows with opposite hand and just let your torso and your head hang heavy towards the floor. Bend your knees slightly. Let go of your hands and walk yourself up to your plank. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, bring your navel closer to your spine without lifting your hips. One more inhale, and on your next exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your right leg up, hips squared, quadriceps facing the floor. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, open your hips, bend your knee, and start drawing circles with your knee. Now we want to keep the upper body as steady as we can. Reverse your circles. Your chest is going to want to open to the right side of your mat. Don't let that happen. Shoulders parallel with the front of your mat. On this last one, inhale, stretch your leg, open as much as you can. Now square your hips and exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog, and exhale, step your right foot between your hands for a low lunge. Leaning over your leg, make your back long and straight and reach your arms back, and as you inhale, reach them towards the sky, chest up. Draw your left hip gently forward and tuck your tailbone in. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, reach your arms back, lean over your leg, and inhale up. Exhale, reach back. Core is growing towards the spine, back is long, and inhale up. We have 3 more just like this. And we want to be very mindful of the role the core is playing here. It's helping us lean forward without our back rounding and lift up, keeping a stable lower body. On this last one, reach your arms back and straighten your front leg. Half splits. Drop your right hip towards the floor and point your toes towards the ceiling. Keeping your left knee exactly as it is, step your right foot all the way back and open your right arm towards the ceiling, chest faces the side of your mat. My cat Cebolla loves teaching yoga too. Once you find your balance, lift your leg until it's in line with your hip and flex your foot. With control, bring your right leg to the front for a little lunge first, then high lunge and step your right leg back for a plank. Inhale and exhale, Vinyasa, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Now lift your left leg, hips are squared, quadriceps facing the ground. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, open your hips, trying to keep your shoulders parallel with the front of the mat. Bend your knee and start drawing circles. And now reverse the movement. It doesn't matter how big the circles are, but imagining you're trying to draw them as perfect as you can. On this last one, extend your leg, square your hips, inhale, and as you exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog, and exhale, right foot between your hands, lower your right knee down, reach your arms back, long back, and as you inhale, circle your arms all the way to the sky. Draw your right hip gently forward, tail dropping in, inhale, and as you exhale, circle your arms to the back of your mat, lean over your leg, inhale, reach up again, and exhale, fold. We're going to do this for 3 more, connecting breath to movement. Last one, inhale, reach up, and as you exhale, lean over your leg, reach your arms back and straight your left leg for a half split. You can release your hands to frame your left foot and stay for your hamstring stretch. Leaving your right leg as it is, step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat, foot flat on the floor, and reach your arm to the ceiling, right arm to the ceiling. Once you find your balance, lift your top leg up, trying to make a long line from your hip to your ankle. Left hand on the floor, left foot on the floor. Lift your right knee from the floor and step your left foot back for a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Get high on your toes, bend your knees, and walk or jump towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, upward salute, and exhale, mountain pose. On your inhale, upward salute, and exhale, dive swan. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, walk or jump to your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg up, three-legged dog, and exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog, and exhale, step your foot between your hands for a high lunge. Once again, we're leaning over our forward leg. You can place your hands on your hips or frame your ears with your biceps. Long line of energy from your heel to the crown of your head. And open to your warrior two. Back leg is strong, tailbone dropping in towards the floor. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bend your left knee. Go to your skandasana, point your right toes towards the ceiling and sit back. Try to keep your left heel on the ground. As you inhale, stretch your left knee, rebend your right, and make your way to your high lunge. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, twist, reach your right arm back, left arm forward. You can stay here, or if you want to go for a deeper back bend, you can try touching your calf with your right hand. Circle your arms to the floor, plank, and lower one forearm down, then the other one. Elbows directly underneath your shoulders, hand in line with your elbows too. Lift your navel towards the spine and tug your tailbone in. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, release your knees, your hip bones to the ground. And when you inhale, open your chest for your Sphinx pose. Elbows directly underneath your shoulders, hands in line with elbows. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, release your forehead to the ground. Slide to your hands underneath your shoulders. And lift up to your plank and then downward facing dog. Left leg up and exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, step it between your hands. Hands on your hips or framing your ears. Bring your navel towards the spine, ribs together. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, circle your arms and open to warrior two. Firm your right hip back. Inhale. And exhale, see if you can bend a little bit deeply. Inhale one more time, and on your next exhale, bend your back leg, stretch your front one, and go for your skandasana. Sit back. Weight on your right heel, left toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Keep your collarbones wide. As you inhale, lift up, rebend your left knee and spin your toes to your high lunge. Inhale. And exhale, reach back with your left hand, twist to your left. You can stay there, or if you want to go for a deeper back bend, maybe you touch your right calf with your left hand and reach your right arm overhead. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, cartwheel your arms all the way to the floor. Step your left foot back. Bring your forearms to the floor for your forearm plank again. And this time, lift your right foot from the floor. Just a couple centimeters, it doesn't have to be that far. but try to avoid lifting your hips too much. Release your right foot and now lift your left. Tailbone tucked in. One last inhale. And exhale, release left foot to the ground. Release your hip bones, leg, and open for a Sphinx pose again. Expand through your collarbones. Release your forehead towards the ground and reach your arms to the back of your mat. Back of your hand is glued to the mat. We're going to inhale, lift your chest up and hold here, trying to keep breathing. Legs are glued to the floor, collarbones are expanding, and release. Now lift up your legs on your inhale, forehead stays in the ground. If you can, maybe bring your heels together. If not, hip width apart is okay. And release. And now we're going to lift everything up, keeping our hands touching the floor. See if you can still inflate your belly every time you inhale. Release once again. Now interlace your fingers behind your back, thumbs pointing down, and reach everything up again. I know it's hard, but try to keep breathing. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, release everything to the floor. Place your hands underneath your shoulder, tuck your toes in, lift up to your plank, and as you exhale, draw your hips back for your downward facing dog. Stay here, or if you want to take another variation, maybe you lower your forearms down for dolphin pose. Press the floor strongly with your forearms, trying to keep your chest close to your legs. You can bend your knees slightly, and it doesn't matter if your heels lift a little bit from the ground. Lift back up again to downward facing dog. Bend your knees and make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, chair pose. Core in, tailbone dropping towards the floor. And place your right arm underneath your left arm. Eagle arms. Take an inhale and open your chest slightly. And as you exhale, bring your elbows to your knees. Inhale, open, lift your elbows up to the ceiling, and exhale, crunch. One more time. Inhale, open, and exhale as you round. Inhale, reach your arms up, chair pose, and exhale, twist to your right, left elbow to right knee. Make sure both knees are at the same level. Sometimes our left hip is going to want to go in front of the right, so draw it back a little bit. Look to the floor and step your left leg back for a high lunge with a twist. Inhale, and as you exhale, circle your arms, spin your back foot flat, warrior two. Back of the mat, bend your left leg, Skandasana. And inhale up, spin your foot, high lunge. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, reach your arms back, long back. And inhale, lift your back leg up, long line from your back leg. You can stretch your arms in front of you, framing your ears. And without touching the floor with your left foot, bring your knee high to your chest, standing. And with control, step it all the way back for a high lunge. Cactus your arms, open your chest. Frame your front foot, step your right leg back, exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Get high on your toes, bend your knees, and as you exhale, jump to the front of your mat. Bend your knees and reach up, chair pose. Left arm underneath your right for eagle arms, and inhale, reach your elbows up, and exhale, bring your elbows to your knees. Inhale up and exhale down. Weight on your heels. One more time. Inhale up and exhale down. Reach your arms to the sky, chair pose, and exhale, twist to the left, right elbow to left knee. Twist from your core. Gaze towards the floor and step your right leg back for a high lunge, keeping that upper body twist. Now spin your arms to warrior two and go to the back of your mat for Skandasana. Right leg bends. Rebend your left leg for a high lunge. Inhale and exhale, reach your arms back. Prepare and lift up to warrior three. Arms can be to the back or in front of you. And we hold a little bit, trying to make a long line. Stand up, bringing your right knee to your chest without your foot touching the floor. Bring your leg back up again, and in control, step your foot back to your high lunge. Hands to the floor, feet together. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Lower down your forearms to the floor for dolphin pose. Elbows are shoulder width apart. Now on your inhale, lift your right leg up, hips are squared. And if you can, get high on your left toes. So put as much weight as possible in your shoulders. Now other leg, left leg up and get high on your toes. And release your leg to the floor. Bend your knees, draw your hips back, child's pose with your arms extended in front of you. Come back to your breathing. Ripple your spine up, tabletop. Curl your toes and lift your hips up for downward facing dog. Get high on your toes, bend your knees, and jump, framing your hands with your foot. Drop your hips down for Malasana. Now you can stay stretching here, opening your hips, trying to spread your collarbones wide, or you can do 3 dynamic yogi squats with me. So inhale, reach everything up, and exhale, bend your knees, bring your hips close to the floor. Inhale up, keeping an open wide chest, and exhale down. Just one more time. Don't let your heels get off the floor every time you go down or up. On this last one, place your hands on the floor. You can try a crow pose if you want. Place your knees as high on your triceps as you can, and maybe you can try lifting one foot off the floor first, then the other one, and you'll find your balance there. Look to the top of your mat. On your next exhale, Chaturanga, and go to your upward facing dog, and I'll meet you on downward facing dog. Get high on your toes, bend your knees, and make your way to the top of your mat. On your inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms to the ceiling, and exhale, mountain pose. Take a moment to feel your body grounded, feel your breath. On your next inhale, circle your arms to the sky, and exhale, dive all the way down. Inhale halfway, and exhale, chaturanga. I'll meet you on downward facing dog. You can skip vinyasas if that feels good for you. On your inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg up. Open your hips and step it all the way back for your wild thing. Opening your chest, keeping your right heel away from the ground. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Spin back to three-legged dog, and then go forward to your plank and open your right arm towards the ceiling for a side plank. Try lifting your top leg until it's hip height, and keep lifting your bottom hip up, 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 up. And now release, step your right leg all the way forward for a high lunge. Reach your arms towards the ceiling. Hinge over your leg, and on your inhale, lift up to warrior three. You can stay there or take the next variation, bending your leg and trying to reach your toes or the top of your foot with your arms. We have a quadricep stretch and an extra challenge for your balance. Let go of your foot, reach your arms forward. Now to the floor and open for your standing split. Try to keep your hips in line. Lift your chest a little bit and place your hands on your chest, bending your legs for a Shiva squat. Left knee to right calf. On your inhale, reach your arms back, leg back, warrior three. And exhale, Shiva squat, hands to your hands. Inhale back and exhale squat. Very hard to keep balance here. One more time, and reach your hands to the floor. Step your left foot back, right foot back for your plank, and as you exhale, go through your vinyasa or directly to your downward facing dog. Other side. On your inhale, lift your left leg up, and exhale it knee to nose, crunch. Inhale, three-legged dog, open your hips and step your left leg back for your wild thing. Opening your chest, keeping a strong right arm on the floor. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Place your left hand on the floor for a plank for a moment, and then transition to your side plank, reaching your left hand towards the ceiling. If you can lift your top leg until it's in line with your hip. Inhale, and on your exhale, step your left foot all the way forward, and inhale, reach your arms towards the sky, high lunge. Hinge over your leg and lift up for your warrior three. Core is active. Now I forgot to do that on my sequence, but I slowed down the video. You can bend your leg and grab the top of your foot and hold here. Stay for your inhale and stay for your exhale. If you grabbed your foot, let it go. Extend your leg to the back of your mat and your hands to the front of the mat again. Take another big inhale, and as you exhale, with control, bring your hands towards the floor. Open your leg for a standing splits. Crown of the head dropping towards the floor. Now reach your chest up, hands in the center of your chest in prayer, and right knee to left calf, Shiva squat. Inhale, leg and arms reach back, and exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, reach back, and exhale, Shiva squat. Oops, almost fall here. Reach one more time back, and let your hands go to the floor. Open your hip, Step your right foot back, left foot back plank, and go through your Vinyasa or go directly to your downward facing dog. Remember also, child's pose is always there for you. Lift your heel, bend your knees, and jump through to sitting. Extend your legs, toes pointing to the ceiling, and reach your arms forward. Sit tall, take an inhale, and as you exhale, start rounding and rolling vertebra by vertebra until you're all the way laying down on the floor. Eagle arms, right arm underneath your left. Lift your legs to a tabletop and cross your right leg on top of your left. So we're in a full eagle pose here. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, bring your elbows to your knees. Inhale, toes touch the floor, shoulders relax. And as you exhale, crunch again. We have a few more of these, keeping our abdomen in all the time, even when our legs are getting far from us, toes touching the floor. Inhale as you lower down. Extend your arms overhead, extend your legs and hold here for a few breaths. All your lower body is pressing against the mat. Now cross your left leg on top of your right, eagle legs, and left arm underneath your right and crunch. And inhale, touch the floor, and exhale, elbows to knees. Just a few more. Two more. Inhale, toes touch the floor, and exhale, crunch. Last one. Reach your arms back, reach your legs, and hold. One last inhale, and as you exhale, hug your knees, bring your knees to your nose, make a tight bowl. Release your head to the floor and give a massage to your lower back. Circle knees to one side and then the other. Place the soles of the foot in the ground, getting ready for your bridge pose. So tuck your tailbone in and start peeling up vertebra by vertebra up. You can press your hands against the mat or interlace your fingers behind your back and try to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Avoid dropping your hips to the ground. As you inhale, bring your right knee to chest. You can leave it 90 degrees or extend your toes towards the ceiling and holding here, trying to keep your hips at the same level. Other side, left leg up and keep it 90 degrees or extend your toes towards the ceiling. And release your foot to the floor and roll vertebra by vertebra down. Hug your knees into your chest. You can repeat bridge pose or do a wheel with me. First, lift up to your bridge. Frame your ears with your hands, elbows pointing towards the ceiling. And as you inhale, lift up. Press your heels strong in the floor and breathe. Last inhale and exhale with control, release. Bringing all the spine back down, hugging your knees one more time. Repeat your wheel or your bridge, choose your variation. And as you inhale, lift up. If you chose doing wheel pose with me, avoid opening your hips to your sides so they're facing to the front of the mat. Press your knees inwards a little bit. Weight on your heels. Last inhale and exhale, release with control. Hug your knees. Take a deep breath in and exhale it. Extend your legs in front of you with your toes pointing towards the ceiling. Reach your arms overhead. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift up with a roll up and release your hands. Place the right sole of your foot on your inner thigh or calf for head to knee pose. Inhale, reach up, and as you exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale, lift up, spread to your collarbones, and exhale, release again. Neck is relaxed, shoulders are rolled back, and we're trying to keep a long spine. Lift back up, and now cross your right leg to the left side and twist to the right. Left elbow to right knee. Both sit bones grounded, long back. Look over your shoulder. Gently go back to center. Grab your right ankle with your left hand and your knee with your right hand. And start rocking your legs side to side, opening through your hips. Whatever movement that feels good. Now we come to a stop, extend your right leg and bend the left one. Sole of the foot to inner thigh or calf. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold over your leg. Gently lift up, step the sole of your foot all the way to the right, outside part of your right leg. Inhale, reach your right arm up, and as you exhale, twist to your left. Avoid leaning back or rounding through your upper back. We go back to center. Grab your ankle and your knee and start rocking your legs side to side, opening and preparing for a pigeon pose. Try to keep a long back, collarbones wide. Let go of your foot, cross your legs, make your way to table position, and from there exhale, downward facing dog. And bring your right leg forward of the mat for pigeon pose. Uncurl your left toes. Make sure your left hip is dropping towards the floor so you're not opening your chest to your left. Find your comfortable position there. You can stay with your chest upright or go down to your forearms or all the way to your forehead. When you inhale, try to send air of those areas of your body that feel tense. And as you exhale, release those tensions with the air. You can stay here for longer if you want, or you can bend your back leg and grab it with your left hand, top of your foot with your hand. Bring your heel closer to your hips. I know it's hard here, but we want to try to keep our shoulders parallel to the front of the mat. Nice deep quadricep stretch. Let go of your leg, curl your left toes, and lift up to downward facing dog. And let's do the other side. Left leg to the front of the mat, uncurl your right toes. First, sit tall. Make sure your right hip is dropping towards the floor. And as you find your comfortable position, you can stay upright or get down on your forearms or all the way down. Stay here or lift up for your quadricep stretch, bending your right knee, bringing your hip closer to your glutes and grabbing the top of your foot. Very deep stretch. Let go of your leg and step your left leg back for downward facing dog. Walk your legs all the way to your hands. Feet a little bit wider than hip distance and bend your knees, bringing your hips towards the ground. Back is rounded, arms in front of you. Place your hips on the floor, extend your legs in front of you and slowly roll all the way down. Arms reach out to a T and bring your knees close to your chest. Inhale and exhale, bring your knees to your right, look over your left shoulder. Make sure both shoulders are grounded on the floor. This is a good moment to close your eyes and start relaxing. Bring your knees back to center and all the way to the left, looking to your left hand or shoulder. Bring your knees back to center. Hug your chins. Bring your nose to your knees. Make a tight ball. Inhale. And as you exhale, release everything to the floor. Legs are mat distance apart. Palms are facing up. Find a comfortable position in which you can relax for your Shavasana. And when you're ready, close your eyes. We worked very hard today, so give yourself permission to relax. You can stay here for as long as you want to. Thank you for practicing with me, and I'll see you again next time. Gracias.